Hi, and welcome to the Canceled News. I'm Adam Yenser, and I voted. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you don't make your voice heard by checking those buttons, democracy dies. And come see me live. I'll be headlining TK's Comedy Club in Dallas, Texas this weekend, the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood on November 18th, and Crackpots in Massillon, Ohio, December 16th and 17th. Because I'm traveling to Dallas this week, I'm taping this episode early on Wednesday, and election results are still coming in. But as a Republican, I'm very excited for the red wave that's coming. We'll keep you up to date. Now here's what's in the news. The results of Pennsylvania's Senate race are in, and after fending off a black man running away from him, John Fetterman has fended off a Muslim running against him. He defeated Dr. Oz, who in 2019 showed us the right way to poop, and in this election showed us how to shit the bed. But no worries, I'm sure there's still a big red wave coming. The world's tallest woman, who is 7'1", was able to take her first flight after an airline removed 6 seats to accommodate her. Meanwhile, the world's fattest man will simply be crammed into a regular seat next to you. Beauty pageant queens Miss Puerto Rico and Miss Argentina revealed on Instagram that they secretly got married to each other. Said 6th grade boys, hey, can we have those gay people come and push their lifestyle on us? You know, instead of drag queen Doris? A family in Australia hired a taxidermist to turn the body of their dead golden retriever into a throw rug. They're now trying to teach the new dog not to shit on the old dog. This is such a weird story. If you want your floor to be carpeted in dog fur long after it dies, you can just get a husky. This week, Eminem, Dolly Parton, and Judas Priest were all inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which has been renamed the, I listen to a little bit of everything Hall of Fame. The Houston Astros beat the Philadelphia Phillies to win this year's World Series, and Astros star Justin Verlander even posed to take pictures with a Phillies fan he spotted giving him the middle finger. Because if there's one thing the Astros are good at, it's spotting their opponent's hand signals. According to recent testimony, after the January 6th riot, members of the Oath Keepers militia went out to dinner at an Olive Garden, which explains why their new hostess stand looks an awful lot like Pelosi's podium. And speaking of January 6th, Republican election deniers are not doing well in the exit polls, but we've still got a lot of sort of okay candidates left, like Herschel Walker, to bring on that red wave. Elon Musk's Hyperloop test tunnel in California has been dismantled and turned into a parking lot, which will eventually be home for all the Twitter employees he fired. After being kicked off of Twitter for impersonating Elon Musk, Kathy Griffin used her dead mother's account to log back in. Kathy was able to unlock the app on her mom's phone after the facial recognition mistook her for a corpse. According to a new study, people's attention spans have been getting shorter and shorter due to the impact of social media, TikTok videos, internet pornography. Yeah, we get it. Next story. An internal report found that CNN employee morale is at an all-time low, which is really saying a lot considering at one point these people saw Jeffrey Toobin's penis. Pfizer is testing a new combined flu and COVID vaccine. In fact, this one is so full of vaccine that there's barely enough room for the microchip. This past weekend was daylight savings time, when we fall back and gain an hour of sleep, or in my case, when I stay up 2 hours later and still wake up just as tired as ever. A fugitive from New York who was wanted for fraudulently using COVID funds was arrested when a federal inspector recognized him in line at Disney World. It really is a small world after all. The fugitive was accused of fraudulently using COVID funds totaling $150,000 to buy one adult ticket to Disney World. ABC announced that Jimmy Kimmel will host the Oscars in March and has warned celebrities not to slap him because unlike Chris Rock, he will cry. Several fans have started a GoFundMe page to raise money for Kanye West in order to restore his billionaire status. When told they could also support Kanye by purchasing Donda 2, fans said, we'll just give him the money and listen to the old stuff. In fact, since losing several endorsement deals for insulting Jews, Kanye is now so desperate for money that he fought over a penny until it turned into copper wire. A U.S. military pilot flying over Syria drew a giant penis with his flight path. General Mark Milley says he's launched an investigation to determine whether it's a man or a woman's penis. Ricky Gervais accused Late Late Show host James Corden of stealing a joke from his latest comedy special. Viewers became suspicious when one of Corden's jokes was suddenly good. Although Corden insists he didn't steal the joke, he was just karaokeing it. The city of Lancaster, Pennsylvania was voted the #1 best place in America to retire. There are already 64,000 senior citizens living in Lancaster, and they're all in the buffet line at Shady Maple. Nick Cannon announced that he is expecting his 11th baby with model Alyssa Scott. The baby is due in March, or as Cannon put it, 3 more babies from now. In order to save time going forward, Cannon will only announce when he's not expecting a baby. Democrat Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has won her race for re-election and in a recent campaign speech referred to women as people with a period. She also referred to men by the politically correct term, people who get the Three Stooges. And in spite of Whitmer's victory, I'm still looking forward to getting this red wave. A cheating scandal called Baggate has rocked the sport of professional cornhole after both championship teams were caught using underfilled beanbags. The scandal could cost them tens of cents in endorsement deals. Professional cornhole, the only sport where even if you win, you're still a loser. On Halloween, Tom Brady dressed as the Grim Reaper to take his kids trick-or-treating, and just like the Baltimore Ravens, they finished the night with 2 sacks. A survey found that due to the rising cost of inflation, more families are planning to have pizza for Thanksgiving this year. In other words, your dad's going to burn down the garage deep frying a pizza. 2 poll workers in Georgia who were mother and son were removed after pictures surfaced of them attending the January 6th riot. According to Georgia law, your second cousin is the closest relative you can commit insurrection with. The Georgia Senate race will be decided by a runoff election after neither Raphael Warnock nor Herschel Walker secured 50% of the vote. Republicans now have until December 6th to figure out how to blow this one. But hey, at least Ron DeSantis won. I wanted a wave, not a red splash.